Yeah, well, I guess we're not going undefeated this year. So tip our cap to Northwestern, especially their defense. They played unbelievable defense tonight, and I thought that was the difference in the game. That and the 4 walks we had in the 10th inning, it's a difference in the ball game. So we'll be ready to go tomorrow.
Right, Sharon, we've got a mic to you. Start with John, and I'll go Colin.
Obviously, they had just played 1 weekend coming into this, but they had really good numbers on the mound, especially out of the bullpen. Did anything they did surprise you guys, or were you just not able to get quality at bats?
No, they work fast. They throw strikes. They change a lot of speeds. I mean, that starter threw a lot of off-speed pitches, and in those conditions, we didn't do a good enough job. We had a lot of balls hard, but as you saw, a lot of those turned into outs deep in the outfield because the conditions just didn't favor that. So, sometimes you got to tip your cap. Not fun to lose a game, but they threw strikes for the most part. Now, we did get on base 9 times by a hit by pitch or a walk, but when we had a chance to put the game away, we had many chances the first 9 innings of that game to put the game away, and it should have never gone to extra innings, but we didn't. And again, that 10th inning, we just gave them too many free passes.
I guess Danny pitched pretty well to start his outing. Just what did you see there in the 10th where he couldn't really throw strikes at a high rate?
Yeah, you don't want to ask your closer to come out that many times. He came in the 8th, came in the 9th, was dominant, and then just looked like maybe he was a little fatigued there for the 10th inning, and that's why we got him out of there before he threw too many pitches. But he was dominant up until those 2 walks.
Yeah, just what you see from Carmen today, and I guess how much pressure was the offensive struggles putting on him.
I mean, I don't think he felt any pressure at all. He loves to pitch, and he was dominant. 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk. So he was as good as you could ask him to be. Tough luck loser. We should have won that game for him. So if he pitches like that, we'll have a chance every time he pitches.
Couple of things. Did Eister's ball in the 9th off the bat, did you think that one had a chance to get out there?
Yeah, we sure. I mean, now the way the ball was carrying all night, it felt like you couldn't hit it twice and get it out. There's no doubt on most nights that ball was gone. And in the 10th inning, the flags had laid down, and you saw Amacangelo's ball did get over their heads. But we had a bunch of balls late there that would have been extra base hits, but the wind just killed it tonight. And yeah, Eister's ball looked like it was going to be a homer, but not tonight.
Yeah, and then on their RBI single to go ahead, their 9-hole hitter up, George looked like he was playing way over in the hole. What was the thought behind that defensive alignment? What was the strategy there?
Well, he wasn't playing anywhere different than he had been all game. This is a team with our velocity. They're going to spray the ball around, and you can't play everywhere. So for the most part, I mean, they only had 5 hits. The defensive positioning, we were in the right spot 90% of the time. Occasionally, ball goes somewhere you're not.
Did you get a good look at that play Eister made in left field, and what did you think of that?
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough play. And, under the circumstances, as cold as it was, as windy as it was, it was a big play. So, yeah, he came in, and I said, "What happened? Did you caught the ball?" He said, "Yeah, I caught it. It just wasn't as easy as I wanted it to be."
I guess on the Dallas getting thrown out at second in the 9th there, what did you see on that? And was that just kind of a bad hop where the ball obviously goes straight to the
again, you've
field?
got to tip your cap. They made great plays on defense tonight. The little third baseman made a diving play on Eister in I think it was the first inning, where he saved 2 runs there. So they played really good defense, and that was a difference in the game. Dallas is trying to make a play there, get in scoring position to win a game, and and the guy made a great throw, a perfect throw, and got him out.
Any more questions for Coach?
All right, thank you.